Say hey for the pub.
How am I gonna get myself out of this situation? Can you romance your guardian? Welcome back, my oodles and noodles, to more Baldurs Gate 3. So we finally made our way to Moonrise Towers. So I was gonna dedicate this whole episode to doing things in Moonrise Towers, but based off what you guys were telling me in the comments of last video, I should maybe do some more exploring, that there might be crucial story elements that I could help piece together while I'm in Moonrise Towers. I think that's a great idea, and I can also try to maybe do my best to level up. Maybe we should go to the portal. No, not the portal. Oh, no. We have Lathander's Light. We're fine. No? Are we really not? Wait, what? Oh my. Embracing the environment. Lathander's Light is not clearly helping here. Weird. I don't know a lot about the Shadow Curse yet. Maybe I should just fast travel. Oh, find the ledger. Why is it right here? I was just gonna go back to the portal over here, but oh, right, we have to recap. Let's do that. Since setting foot into the Shadow Curse lands, we were able to navigate to a cultist camp. Seeing as we have the mark of the Absolute, we pretended to be a true soul. While pretending to be a true soul, we ended up summoning the Drider, which is basically a half man, half spider kind of guy. It's very fractured mind. Summoning the Drider will allow us to make our way to Moonrise Towers protected, but if we don't have the protection of the Drider, if we want to continue into the Shadow Curse lands ourselves, we'll need to find a better suited protection from the curse. I thought that was the Lathander's Light, which is the weapon mace that I actually currently have. I thought that was going to protect us, but torches and light stuff tend to push the darkness away. Or we could find another lantern. We don't have access to that anymore. While navigating through the Shadow Curse lands, we stumbled across a guy whose name is quite literally He Who Was. That's his name, He Who Was. And He Who Was wants to bring justice to the victims of the murderer in a nearby town. And to do so, he needs a ledger belonging to the killer. It is hidden in the waning moon, which was said to be a tavern. So we should be doing that this episode, I believe. But not only were we approached by He Who Was, we were also approached by Mizora. And if you guys remember Mizora, she is, I believe, I didn't want to call her a demon because I thought she was a tiefling, but I believe she really is a demon. She made a pact with Will. Mizora appeared in the form of a projection to inform us that the Absolute Cult abducted an infernal asset of some importance to the archdevil Zariel. We should find him and release them. Will's very soul hangs in the balance, as we were able to negotiate on the behalf of Will's current contract with Mizora. We haven't done a lot with Will's quest, but I guess to bring more light into Will's backstory, we discovered that Grand Duke Ravengard, who was actually recently captured, is not only an important figurehead in the city of Baldurs Gate, and that he's also Will's father. There's a whole thing with that. We're not as involved with Will's stuff as maybe we would like to be, but just in case, there you are. And that's currently where we are. I want to make my way into the quest of He Who Was. I'm a little confused about the Shadow Curse currently. How does this work? Oh wait, can I pull out a torch? There we go. Torchlight will not last long here. All right, we need to get out of this. Hold on, I might need to look something up. I thought that my mace was gonna do the trick. Oh, light spells, torches, a blessing from Isobel, a moon lantern. Didn't Astarion have a light spell? No, I think there's a ring that gives me lights. I just gotta find it. Can we talk to... Oh, we could actually talk to Will. We should definitely do that so we can get more of Mizora's storyline. But I was actually gonna see if Halzin wanted to talk now that we've reached Moonrise Towers.
The Shadow Curse is upon us. As foul as I remember it. Perhaps even worse. But with the Oak Father's blessing, we may soon see it banished from these lands.
I agree. We're in the midst of the Shadow Curse now. Is there any more you can tell me about how to lift it? Still feeling at home here with us? The surroundings are less bucolic, I understand. We're in the midst of the Shadow Curse now. Is there anything more you can tell us about how to lift it?
This land is more than just soil and rock, root and leaf. It is a living being. In the form of a young fey boy.
What?
With the forest itself in his eyes. His name is Thaniel. I've met him in my meditations, but since the curse was unleashed, I have not felt his presence. He is its prisoner, I fear. And as long as he remains so, his domain will lie in darkness. But if we can find him, we can break the curse. If you learn anything of the Shadowfell, or of a boy with the forest in his eyes, find me at once.
Ooh, that's actually really good. I'll see what I can find out.
Shield you, my friend. But one I couldn't do without.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I didn't want to read it out loud because I thought this was just going to be random dialogue you guys didn't need to know. After he said, Oakfather shield you, my friend, I asked him if he was still feeling at home here with us. The surroundings are less bucolic, I understand. And he goes, it's not that easy seeing the ravages of the shadow curse, but your camp is a most welcome solace. You've shared your fire with me, your company, a small pocket of light against the darkness, but one I can't do without, thank you. After that, it gave me the option to say, perhaps I could share more than a campfire and some company. I can say, you're welcome. I'm gonna definitely use this response. Perhaps I could share more than a campfire and some company.
I can think of a thing or two. But in truth, it is for the best that the curse consumes my thoughts for now.
That is so true.
This is the best chance I've had in a century. I cannot squander it.
Yes, focus on work.
If I succeed, if I break the curse, then perhaps there will be time for myself again. And for others.
Ah! Cool. All right, that's all I wanted to know. Okay, Will, what's going on?
Your mind mingles with Will's, and he learns of Mazora's mission to Moonrise.
The more bullshit she pours, the more of it I'm forced to swallow.
Wow, that was a came out slinging.
Outside the Hells, she's never ordered a rescue.
Gods, she makes a mockery of everything the blade stands for. Such an asshole.
Wow, Will, your mouth today. She'll be gone soon enough. Do this mission and Missouri will free you upon our pact. It's not like you have a choice. Do the mission or rot in the hells. I thought you were supposed to hunt devils. Doesn't this violate your contract? Any idea of this devil? I would have to agree. Doesn't this violate your contract? But in a sense, we probably should ask something better. It's not like you have a choice. Do the mission or rot in the hells.
Not just rot. I'd have to fight. One of those mindless blobs clawing at demons on the front lines of the Blood War.
It's not going to happen. You mean too much to the Sword Coast. That's horrifying. I'm so sorry. So you're bound to be a lemure, no matter what. You are everything you are accused, Karlak, of being. I'm not sorry for you. Oh my god. Some of these responses are so out of pocket. It's so funny. You mean too much to the Sword Coast.
And it means everything to me. I always knew what my future held. And I know I chose right. Thank you for sticking your neck out for me. I mean, but I'm not going to celebrate till I'm actually free. I can feel Mazora scheming, plotting. She won't let me go without making a fuss.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think that it's just going to be as easy as letting him free to go. Okay, now that we've done that, let's find our ring. There was a ring I remember that gives me the ability to cast light. I might be misremembering. Interesting. Okay, I wonder if we just muscle through it. Let's see what we could do to just muscle our way through to this other side. There's this whole town over here. It's not that far. I bet we could make it. Oh God. Okay, let's go. Oh, I forgot to save. If we're gonna muscle our way through this, I want to make sure I save all that dialogue. Okay, let's go to the tavern. All right, there's... What is this? A blighted troubadour. Troubadour? Oh my god. Oh, there's a lot of baddies in here. Well, I hope the Blood of Lathander is going to help us out. I don't know how we're going to make it out of this. All of these beings have yellow marks, so I don't know if they're going to be necessarily mad at us. Let's start by getting into the space of this guy.
The payday gold in my pouch is clinking. Say hey for the pub. A single thought is what I'm thinking. Say hey for the pub.
Oh my god, I love this. Ooh.
Nice little nap.
Ooh. No, what happened to turn base? Oh my god. Okay, so they won't fight me. I wonder if I take the note though. You know what? If they're not going to attack me, I'm going to reload, and I think I'm going to leave my companions to go on this little field trip on my own. I've got tons of health potions, and if the zombie things are not going to attack me, I'm going to go retrieve the journal and get back to the other guy. I don't seem to have a very good way of navigating through. Do I really not have a light spell? Oh, I did not want to go up here. Damn it. Oh. Spooky room? This is weird. I'm just like going off on my own little mission. Bet I'm gonna run into some bad guys. Oh, look at that. Double doors locked. Won't be locked for very long. I probably should take a potion. Oh, I can't. Okay. Let's lockpick this. Where is this exactly? Well, now isn't this place just super eerie and creepy? Okay, I might have misjudged the situation here. I don't know what to do. I'm taking more and more damage as time goes on. You know what? Ah, that's so annoying. Okay, maybe a torch will help me here. No, it's like super thick in this little area. Okay. I'm gonna go through here and I'm gonna get that book. Hopefully I can make it back out though. This will be my last attempt trying to get the book. I don't have any light spells and I don't have, clearly, I don't want to be using all of my potions. Maybe we can talk to this guy? Here we go. What the hell?
Clank, go back down, wet your whistle, tell your story.
Oh no, I didn't know that was the bartender. What in the nine hells are you? What is it you're serving? Attack. I feel like we probably shouldn't piss this guy off. I'm clearly alone here on my own little solo mission. So what is it that you're serving?
Only the best. Oblivion and beyond. Go on. Cheers. Bottoms up. Go now.
Guys, do you think he wants me to drink it? I can't help but pick up on what he's trying to say here. Pick up the tankard. No, I will not drink. There's no persuading. Pick up the tankard.
Leaning in, you can see how the creature's skin barely holds it together. The bulge of its belly is on the cusp of bursting wide open.
Oh, God.
Go on, clean. Make it drank. Be drunk. You and I both. To our good.
Saving throw, drink for it with the brewer. Sleight of hand. Oh my God, thank you. Yes, I will do this. Absolutely. Pretend to swig deeply, avoiding the liquid at the last moment. Come on, baby. That's enough. That's enough. Now, if we could just get ourselves out of this situation. Oh, there's no narrator. Ah, elixir, but... Oh, wait. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I got ahead of myself.
Elixir. But such a small sip you take. Fear not. You will soon quaff as I do.
You're not gonna attack me, are you? Buddy. Buddy.
Now tell me the story.
Oh my God.
Fable, a saga. Guide me.
How am I gonna get myself out of this situation? I'm fearful my person's gonna die. Oh geez. Okay. Performance from From abroad, a mind flayer vessel, I've witnessed the hells themselves. I gazed on nature's bounties in a verdant grove of druids. I have seen the goblins' vile rituals of my own eyes. A silver-tongued devil bade me feast in his lavishly appointed banquet hall. I ascended a great tower infused with the most powerful magic. I explored a lost fortress buried deep in the Underdark's bowels. Huh. Let's do that one. I mean, that's one we've done. Oh my god. Well, good luck with this. Now I really have to figure out how to get myself out of here.
Treasures in the dark, like the dusty anniversary bottle, forgotten in the widow's cellar. Delightful. Delicious.
I am so scared for my life right now.
You ask, you drink, then you amaze, enthuse, astound me. Again.
No! How do I get out of it? How do I get out of this? Ooh. How did you become what you are now? Do as he says, who placed a curse on the land? I think we got that little tidbit from Halzen. I fear if I select any of these answers, he's not going to let me come back to sleight of hand. So I'm gonna do sleight of hand. Okay, come on, baby. Keep being nice to me. Let's go. Let's go.
More stories.
I have never been so scared of all of this in my life.
Tell me of foes found, villains vanquished, beasts bastard.
Oh my god, I ripped apart winged imps spawned from the fires of Avernus. An owlbear mother lunged at me. I slaughtered it in reply. I conquered infamous hobgoblin Dror Ragslin and his minions. I challenged a daunting phase spider. Its corpse is all that remains. Let's do that one. That's cool. Not that the dice is gonna be nice to me. Yeah, I didn't think so, but...
Do you adventure in broom closets? I want a saga. No more blah, and banal. Give me blood, or I take.
Oh, so I have... Oh no, Oh, I've got good deception. Okay. I disemboweled a baler with its own pointed horn. I ripped one head from an eaten and force fed it to the other. Yep, let's do that. God. It does it. Holy sh...
Size were not bigger than its belly then. Delightful. A grisly tale with a frothy nail. Ask, question, make your query, and drink once more.
Oh my god. Okay, ask, question, make your query, and drink once more. So who placed... Oh, I can get information from this guy. Okay, but he told me I can ask a question now, so I'm gonna.
Father Ketherick created, Father Ketherick sustains. Bring it in.
Okay, let's see if I can do one more. Wait, how do the thorns sustain the shadows? Let's ask one more question.
The spirit of the land. More drink.
How do you become what you are now, Rogue Sleight of Hand? Okay, baby, please, please. I'm so happy. I really have to make my way out of here because I do not want all of this to be for nothing.
I know you. I know. I am knowing.
You feeling all right there, bud?
Father's personal mysterious secret.
Father?
Secret? No. Not never. Father said. Ordered, commanded. Don't say it. Don't say it. Urchin. Urchin. Talk and perish. Die. Buried. Buried in Thorn Tomb. Father told me. I can't perish. No. Nay. Neither. Too strong.
I killed him. I need to think for a second. I am so insanely scared of making my way out of this place. We need to loot. Where would the journal be? Find the ledger. He says this guy's got a key. Ooh. Oh my god. I feel like I'm pushing my luck so hard right now. Should I? I'm saving. Opened. Do you think the ledger is in here? I don't know what this is. Oh, there's so many good things in here. Okay, I need to get out. I feel like I'm pushing my luck. Oh my god, I'm taking so much necrotic damage. No. Ooh, I can Misty Step. Okay, let's do that. I'm like right here. Maybe I can get my companions to come meet me. Oh my god, am I out of the shadow curse now? Oh my god, I think I did it. I got myself out. Thank god. I didn't get the ledger, but it was starting to get really scary in there. So I'm happy that we made it out. I'm probably gonna need a long rest. And good news is I did manage to save all of that conversation. So now I don't have to replay that conversation again after how amazing my rolls were. Can we just talk about that? My rolls are never that nice to me. It's usually when my persuasion is so high, the rolls are always like, actually, we're just gonna go ahead and throw you a 2 roll. How about that? But this time was different. All right, save again, seeing as now we're out of the thick of it, and I'm gonna go take a long rest. Oh, Astarion. What is it you want to talk about?
I've been thinking about the runes Cazador carved into my back. I don't know much about Infernal, but I know anything written in Devil script is going to be bad news. I'm afraid that through those runes, somehow, Cazador might still be able to dominate me.
Oh, sounds kinky. I could take another look if you want. All right, what did you want to do about it? Did he carve runes into any other spawn?
Oh, yes. We all got the same treatment. But I can't exactly stroll up and ask to look at their backs, can I? They're still under Cazador's clawed thumb. No. I thought I might ask someone else. Our devilish friend, Raphael. If anyone's going to know about infernal text, he will.
That's true. Are you mad at the devil that's after our souls? Sure, makes sense. He'll want something in return. Are you sure you can pay his price? Don't rope me into this. Any deals between you and him, or are between you and him. Let's say this. He'll want something in return. Are you sure you can pay his price?
Well, we won't know until we ask now, will we? Unfortunately, he comes and goes in his own schedule, so we'll just have to look out for any sulphurous odors or the sound of questionable poetry. Meanwhile, I think I'll spend some time studying the art of infernal negotiation.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea, Astarion. You've got some right ideas. Is Lae'zel drinking right now? Why are you drinking?
We must press forward.
Oh, she didn't have anything to say. Are we getting another cutscene? Let's go. Is it our guardian again?
You found the seat of the Absolute's power. And what a power it is. I don't know how much longer I can resist it.
Girl, what are you wearing? Dude, her thighs! Now that's the definition of thick thighs save lives. You know what I mean?
It just doesn't stop. We are being bombarded by waves of telepathic energy. Wave after wave with hardly a breath between them.
Can you romance your guardian?
Dare not rest. Each wave a set of orders to the infected. The order for your transformation has been given many times already.
Oh, my transformation. Is there anything I can do to help you? You won't give up, will you? So you keep on saying, why should I believe you? Do you know where the orders are coming from? Yeah, where are they coming from?
You're on the right track. It's in Moonrise Towers, but I don't know where exactly. I just hope my powers last long enough to see this through. In any case, the Absolute knows you carry me with you now. It wants to retrieve me.
So is she the prism then? Is she the embodiment of the prism and she just comes to me in my mind as a person? Now that would be cool. I thought she was like a real person out in the world somewhere fighting a battle against people, but she's fighting a telepathic battle as an inanimate object, but her mind her mind is a person? Why does the Absolute want you? I won't let that happen. Can I still count on you? Perhaps I should hand you over. Did you steal the power to protect us from the Absolute? Why does she want you? Why does it want you?
You can resist the Absolute's influence. Hence its fear of me, its desperation. Unfortunately, that also means it is dedicating more and more resources to my retrieval.
Yeah, my retrieval.
The task ahead is monumental. But we're all that stands between victory for the Absolute and freedom for all. This is not just about you and I anymore. It has become far bigger than us. You must infiltrate Moonrise Towers, discover the secrets of the Absolute, and put an end to it. So we can finally be free. Now I must rest. And you must carry on. Do not let my efforts be in vain.
Okay, that was a lot. It's good that we long rested before we actually walked into Moonrise Towers though, because we wouldn't have gotten like these cutscenes, I don't think. Wow, look at that. Karlach is inspired by sleeping in the dark. That's nice. Some of these inspiration points are so weird. Oh, okay, so Shadowheart wants to talk. Wow, we are not getting very far in the Shadow Cursed lands, are we? We barely made it to one deserted tavern to speak to the barkeep, made him explode, grabbed his key, barely made it out of the tavern, only to find our guardian wants to talk, and now Shadowheart as well. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to pick up your incense. Oh my god, sorry.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Something important.
Okay, well now I'm intrigued. Do continue.
I can never take for granted how someone might react when they learn I worship Lady Shar. Easier to just keep it a secret than take the risk. But you showed you had an open mind. I'm trying to say that you've earned my trust in a way very few ever have. I want that to mean something. I want you to know more about me, at least from what I can remember.
Oh?
As long as I've prayed to Lady Shar, I've wished to serve her as a dark justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shar, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. To become a dark justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword arm, her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness.
I'm feeling a butt coming along here.
I ever wanted. I prayed it was my calling.
But
Mother forbid me from seeking to prove myself worthy of the rank. She said I was not ready. Not my mother, I should add. The Mother Superior, head of Lady Shar's enclave in Baldurs Gate. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything. and I only wish to serve, yet she can prove inscrutable.
Do you think she'll ever relent and make you a dark justiciar? I don't understand. Why be so secret about such an ambition? Thank you for sharing. Thanks for sharing. Goodbye. Well, that was a load of nothing. I'm not sure why you bothered telling me all that. I don't understand. Why be so secret about such an ambition?
Dark justiciars are hated by many, judged to be ruthless fanatics. Even
it does kind of sound like a fanatic kind of thing.
Likely balk at a justiciar in their midst. But there's a simpler answer to your question. I simply forgot about the desire I had until I saw some things that reminded me. Now, I can't get it out of my mind.
Huh, do you think she'll ever relent and make you a dark justiciar?
I don't know. Perhaps if I succeed in my mission and reach Baldurs Gate. Hope has little place amongst Lady Shah's children. It's an illusion, a distraction. But for this, I hope my time will yet come.
I appreciate vulnerability. Thank you for sharing. I want to know more about you, Shadowheart. What is it? Okay. Cool. Well, she really did open up there. I always appreciate when people are like fully honest and transparent, because I'm almost transparent and honest to a fault. I'll say things and realize that it's just way too oversharing. So I got a little piece of her today. That made me feel really good. Well, we did reach a point where I think there was a lot more dialogue than I was anticipating, so I think that's where we're gonna go ahead and end the episode here. I was really hoping we'd be able to retrieve that journal so we could go back to He Who Was. I think that's what we'll do next time. I don't know about going to get the journal. I might have to move some people around, put Shadowheart back in my party, because Shadowheart has the ability to change her spells, and I might need her to help me with some lights. But even with the torch, even with the blood of Lathander, I still wasn't able to go through that part of the Shadow Curse lands. I wonder if we pick up the lantern in Moonrise Towers and move about the Shadow Curse lands easier? I don't know, but we should go back to the inn in the small village that's nearby, and I think I'll go there next and maybe do some digging around in the taverns and stuff. Maybe we'll pick up that moon lantern and just be able to navigate through that cursed tavern easily, because it seems like there was a lot of exploring you could do in that cursed tavern, the moon one. So I don't know. Join me for next time so we can figure it out all together. A lot of new story dialogue options for Halsin, Shadowheart, Astarion. Some things are progressing super nicely, so I'm excited to see what happens with those unraveling storylines, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Mwah.